Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Trunkhead with Trunkhead Gaming. Today I'll be doing a replay cast of a CCL game I did last night. I don't do a lot of CCL games, but this was against the #1 Wood Elf coach, or Wood Elf coach. His name is Top Wood Elf Team, even though he's Orcs. The #1 Orc coach, Gdaynick. He was number 9 overall going into this, and the #1 Orc coach. This is an Orc mirror, and he is bigger than me. See, these are his guys. I did orcs this season. You can see I did these pink polka dots, and I did it because I saw it and I'm like, oh, I'll do pink polka dots and call myself clowns. I really only started this team because I wanted to play a game or two because I had been frustrated with some league games, and I was like, I need to just smash some stuff. You know me, I don't play orcs that often, so this is like my least favorite color scheme of all time, and I'm stuck with it because the team's been doing okay. So this is an orc mirror. Orc mirrors, if most people have played orcs, they're pretty common team. I won the toss and I chose to go on offense first. So orc mirrors are pretty straightforward because both teams have the exact same plan, of course, as with most mirrors. And these games often end up in 1-1 draws. Like very often end up in 1-1 draws. And the reason that they do, and the reason that they do that is because I'm just trying to, you're trying to go down and score one goal, and then they're trying to go down and score one goal, and it's difficult to stop. So these games likely end up with 1-1 draws. That's just the way they go. Because both teams, and the only way that changes that usually is if one team has a lot of mighty blow and just starts pummeling the other team. But you can see his team doesn't have, he's only got 2 mighty blow on his team, and I've only got 2 mighty blow on my team. So I am expecting a 1-1 draw here, so spoiler alert. This is probably going to be a 1-1 draw, orc on orc. He is 250 higher than me, so I got a wizard here, and I also got a bribe, so I can pound some stuff. So there's a possibility as I'm able to score on my drive and then sneak through. But look how strong his team is. He's got 4 strengths up on his team. Not surprised that he's the #1 orc coach. So it's going to be difficult. I might need the wizard to score on offense, is basically what I'm saying, unless I get super lucky with Kaz's. I don't expect there to be hardly any casualties. There'll be a lot of punching. Usually what you want to do is you want to get the better end of the punching when you're orcs. You want to go ahead and get stuck in, but make sure you're getting 2 dies and giving 1 dies in return. But he's out 4 guard, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 5 guards, so he outguards me because I only have 3, unfortunately. And then he outstrengths me because this guy's strength 6. That's fucking sick. He's got a strength 4 blitzer and a strength 5 black orc. So I don't have a lot going for me. I might lose just a straight up bash game. Yeah. I do have a dirty player, and that's why I got the bribe, because I'm thinking I might need to knock one of these guys down and then fucking hit him. That's the only way I'm going to get removals. So we'll see. We'll see. You can see my team's only got 3 guard. That's because I've gone guard on all my blitzers. 1, 2, 3 blitzers. They all have guard on them. This guy needs 2 touchdowns so he can get guard. And then usually, and if you watch my video, I go block guard on my black orcs, but I tried something different this time. I wanted to go black mighty blow. This guy here is a rookie who actually had block mighty blow, and he was 29 to 31 SPP. He was only 1 Kaz away, and then a really salty dark elf coach fouled him, armor busted him, so I had to retire him. So he would have been block guard. He would have been block mighty blow guard. I would have had 1 more guard. So I'm running about 1,500, and I only have 3 guard, so I'm desperate to get more. I need to get up for every 1 TV over 1,000 with orcs. You want to have 1 guard, so I'm a little behind. But I'm going to force touchdowns on this guy and then get him guard, and then I'll only be 1 behind. And this guy can get it when he levels. So here we go. He's so strong and just going to be a better hitter than me. I was hoping to get some damage very early on, but I don't want to go out and get it. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to dive into him because he's just going to beat me. He's going to beat me head up in a fight. So I have to be real cautious about how I'm going to go out and attack him. I did my attack with him last because he doesn't have block. He's brand new. I'm sad to fire that other guy. I'm hitting these guys, but I'm keeping them close to the lines so that if they stand up, I can punch them. That's my thought. That was my blitz, so you can see I'm not going to go up and attack him right now. It's going to be a lot of staring at each other, I think, in this game as we kind of jockey for position. You know, I don't play a lot of orcs, but this team has been kind of fun, just because I don't smash stuff that often. Even with my Nurgle, I kind of just control stuff. Orcs are just orc smash is pretty fun. He's gonna come here. He's gonna attack my right flank. This is just a loner. It's okay. This game took a really long time. Gdaynick's a very good coach, man. It took a long time. We both thought our moves out pretty deliberately. He makes some great plays. I make some mistakes. So, you can see he sees that I'm tepid to smash into him with good reason. So he's like, well, I'm just gonna push up close and make this defense even. He doesn't want to give me any space to get around because orcs don't get around very well. So I don't really have a plan yet. Right now, I'm just kind of poking and prodding and seeing what comes loose. I'm pushing this guy this way so that I can 2-die him. I'll move this guy right here. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna 2-die him this way. You don't usually as orcs I don't like to commit to one side, but because he outstrengths me, I can't bulldoze my way up the middle. Because usually what you want to do with orcs is you want to bulldoze your way up the middle, and then you have the option to go left, center, or right, as the defense dictates. But because he's stronger than me, I can't bulldoze my way up the middle. I'm kind of going to have to pick a side and play sort of the Dark Elf game where I jiggle back and forth. The problem is that I'm really slow, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that. No knockdown this turn. That's frustrating. I thought hard about fouling this dude. It's a 9-8-7 plus, and I have the bribe. I kind of wish I had fouled that guy. I didn't want to foul just alignment. I wanted to foul a high priority target. But I think any kind of player advantage in this lineup probably would have been good. Let's see if he wants to smash into me. Like, he's just going to control. He's like, well, if you're not going to make a move, I'm just going to stand still, which is exactly what I would do. There's no reason for him to commit to a side. He's got these. He's so strong, dude. So he comes through and he punches me, which is no good, and then backs up, and then I was hoping he'd leave this guy here, but I think he does a dodge and tries to get him away. And I probably would too. I mean, there's no reason to sit there and just get punched. Might as well especially take the mighty blow hit. Stands him up, does a dodge. He's like, well, these dodges are working. Let me see if I can get the rest of these guys out. He could have done more if he wanted. Guess he didn't want to push his luck. So I'm going to kind of go up here. I'm going to hit this dude. He's got to stand firm, so I need to knock him. Oh, no, that's not good. Now I'm in a spot where maybe I get surfed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a guard piece up here so that he can't assist me. He can't assist this guy, right? What I'm trying to do is make sure this guy doesn't get fucking surfed. So that's why I put the guard piece there. Then I'm going to kind of move my ball carrier back to the left. The reason I did that is because he's got half his team to the right. He does an uphill, which I didn't really see coming. I'm going to be straight honest. Didn't see it coming, and now as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get surfed. My fucking guard piece is going to get surfed. So that was not well done by me. Like, the blitz was poor, right? And then he gets knocked out. So that's... I have the first removal. I got removed first. That's not good. It's my drive. It's not good. It's a guard piece. That's not good. So now I only have 2 guard on the pitch as opposed to his 5. And he's stronger than me. So this is a really bad position for me. He does a dodge and fails. Just takes it, because why wouldn't you? So now I'm looking at this, and I'm like, well, what turn is it? It's turn 4. I'm going to go ahead and make a move to the left. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys over here to the right. I'm missing a piece, so I'm in trouble. So I'm going to book it for the left. I'm going to make a fucking Hail Mary play. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to base as many of these guys as possible and try and tie them up. So first thing I'm going to do is knock this guy out and push him over here. This will hopefully tie this guy up. He can just do a dodge away. And I'll move him around. And then I'll bring the ball carrier up over here. And I'm hoping, because he's slow, that since I got the first step on him, we're basically the same speed, that I'll hopefully be able to deal with this one guy who's loose, maybe 2 guys that are loose. And I'm going to try and tie up the strength 6. I definitely don't want him. So now it's basically I need to go in there and count on AV9. Like, you have to play to your team's strengths, and Orc's strength is they can get punched pretty well. They can take a punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and tie up these Black Orcs. First GFI of the game fails. That's no good. I got rerolls, so I'm pretty jealous of them. So he's got these 3 guys over here, but they're not going to be in the play this game. These guys are all tied up. This is the only guy that's really loose. Everybody else has to do dodges, and he's probably going to highway back here. And I got these guys loose. So my hope is that I can establish position up here, because these dudes are over here while these guys are tied up. And I have to do something because he's bigger, stronger than me, and he's got the player advantage now. And right now, I'm calculating in my head, do I want to use the wizard on this drive? And I'm trying to think about if I have to use the wizard on this drive, I probably will. because that will guarantee the tie. He's a number 1 orc team, and I think in the tie against the number 1 orc team is okay. You can see we're both strength 5, but he's got a guard over here, so I mean, he's gonna push me around. But my guys are doing what they need to be doing. They're taking punches, which is what I want. So he gets the guard in here on these 3 dudes. He's gonna come in with a blitz and blitz this guy probably, yeah. And get the knockdown, which is no good. Hopefully he doesn't follow. If he does follow, though, I get 2-die right back, so that's okay. And then he's gonna try and establish position. Stand my guys up. I don't need to use the wizard just yet. I'm not even in the scoring position. So first we're going to do is hit this guy, and of course we push him, and he doesn't. He actually takes the push. So he's staying firm, right? He could have stayed where he was. He took the push, and originally I was going to push him there, but that doesn't help me at all because he's strength 4. I have uphill. So I pushed him here next to my ball carrier, which is super scary. But this guy's got 2-die on him already. So hopefully we'll knock him down again. We do. Which is good. Now I can use these 3 dudes to set up a screen. He's going to go up there, and then I'm going to blitz him. Hopefully knock him down. I do. Then I want to establish kind of a wall. This is a very dark elfish play. You can see that I'm a dark elf coach by nature. So I'm setting up a screen. Now I need to worry about this guy a little bit. You can see I don't go too far forward because he needs to do 2 GFIs to get a 1-die on him. He can't get 2-die. I'm trying to put the Black Orc right next to him for an assist in case he goes through me right here. And of course I failed the GFI. So I've tried 2 GFIs and failed them both. I'll go ahead and do the red die on this guy because I don't want him to just do a dodge and go this way. I want him to work for it. And then we'll do a 1-die on this guy, knock him down, and then move him this way again because I'm trying to get a body on this guy. I want him to roll dice so he can't reinforce his position. So he does. See, he does that. He's trying to free this guy up. So that's why I did that attack first. It didn't work, so it's like, I'll just go ahead and stand him up. And then now this guy's free to get involved, and these 2 guys are free to get involved. And the rest of this guy will lock up that line orc. So now I'm down 2, one of which is my Black Orc. That's a Mighty Blow Black Orc, so that hurts. That hurts a lot. And he's going to go up here, and he's like, well, now I have a clear numbers advantage. I'm going to try and tie him up. I do have 4 guys over here to his 4 guys. One of mine's a Black Orc, thankfully. He does that reroll right there. 1-9, 2-9, so that's very lucky in my part that he stays on his feet. And then he brings this guy over here. The problem with this dude is he's fucking stand firm. And God, his team is so strong, so good. So we're 4-4 over here, which means I'm outnumbered down here, but my guys are kind of holding strong. Now I'm outnumbered, so you free somebody up. So now I'm really thinking maybe I do need to fucking my wizard, but I'm gonna take a risk and see if I knock this guy down, which I do. So that's good, and I get a casualty, which is huge because that guy is really strong. Stand for that's a Mighty Blow and a guard off. So now we're even on Mighty Blow, and I'm caught up in the guard game a little bit, but I'm still down strength. That was a big thing. I stalled here. I might have should have scored right there, to be honest. I felt like I was in good position, though. I needed to hit this guy. I really needed to knock him down. I don't. So that means I need to bring this guy. I brought him over here for the screen. So I was like, well, I'm taking risks right now, and I'm probably going to invest my last reroll in it. So this guy I wanted to screen for these guys. Can't just go up here. And then I want to take him. I should have done this one first, actually. So I want to screen up here. Now I have to do an extra fucking turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where I could have, if I hadn't done this, I could have 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 5, and then GFI there, which is where I wanted to be. But I put this guy first. I thought I wanted to cap my back, because he could pretty clearly get right through there. So I think I did. So the reason I did this is because if I was like, well, if this dodge fails, I'm probably not going to re-roll it, because this guy's still holding him in place. And he's got a 3+ dodge to get to me, but that's why I did it this way, even though it kind of fucked me. Maybe I should have put this guy there to the left one spot. That'd have been probably smarter. Failed that dodge, but I'm all in on this touchdown play. He doesn't really have any scoring threats right now, so even if I don't score, like he needs to. It's gonna be tough for him to score. Because we're starting super fast, and he needs all his blitzers. If you look, it's like I wasn't super worried about him scoring back on me. All of his blitzers are down here, except for that one guy, and I needed him to suck in. And as soon as he did that, I'm like, well, I'm not really worried about him scoring on my drive, because he has no scoring threats. I don't even know if these guys can make it 3 turns. They're going to have to stay and fight. So this guy might be able to book it if he did some GFIs. But now I was like, well, I'm definitely not using the wizard now. For the sole purposes, if I don't score, it's not the end of the world because I don't still have the wizard on his turn. Because he's not scoring on my turn. And you can see he's bringing everybody back to trying to punish me a little bit. And he's going to do a dodge, and then I guess it's the GFI at least. But I'm also looking at him like, I don't think I can stall anymore. 2 turns left, ideally you want to score on turn 8. But I'm outnumbered, I'm outmuscled, I'm outguarded. So I'm thinking, if I survive this somehow, and I don't know if I'm going to, then I need to score. So there's a GFI right there. I've already failed like 2 or 3 GFIs, so I was like, yeah, justice. GFI. That means he's got no reroll for the hit. Oh, and he snake eyes a GFI. So I failed 2 GFIs. He's failed 2 GFIs. His were at the same time, though, and were pretty crucial. So a little lucky there. I'm not even going to fuck around because I don't have any rerolls. I'm just going to go ahead and score. Like, you're not causing damage on AV9, so you're just kind of going for it. But now I have to do a 2-turn defense. It is not impossible for orcs to do 2-turn scores. I have done it, but it is super rare, especially if your opponent knows it's coming. So I got his 1 dead injury. I'd like both of my guys to come back, which my black orc doesn't. But that means he has a bench, I believe, so he's got a bench. So he's going to be at 11. I also had a bench, but I had to... So I should be at 11 also? Yeah. My problem is one of my black orcs is gone. So I usually do this cup defense, these 2 cups like this, with my orcs. So I want to be spread out with my black orcs. But because he's got to do a 2-turn offense, I don't want him to just smash into me and bust a hole by knocking guys down. So I wanted to back my guys up and then play defense back here. It's a little risky because if he does everything right, he can put a couple guys in the middle. And he's also got to tie everybody up. But it's better, like, if I go up here and he just smashes a hole in me, then he can just wall off the other side and go through there. So that's why I did it like this. I might maybe want to spread these guys out. I mean, they're going to get hit no matter what. Man, that strength 6 guy is just impossible to deal with. Good thing he doesn't have money blow yet. He's going to be a fucking beast when he does. He gets a reroll he doesn't need. Oh, I guess he did need it. So he's got 1 reroll for each turn. Armor break to start off doesn't feel good. Orc models are pretty cool. I've always thought orc models are pretty cool. He's going to come through here with his strength 4 guy and hit my poor dirty player, which is exactly what I would do if I were him. I might have hit him with any blow, though. But the advantage using this guy is that he's that's his 3rd GFI in a row. The advantage of that guy is he doesn't need an assist because he's strength 4. So that's his 3rd GFI. What's basically what I want him to do. I wanted him to roll dice. And he's going to go up. He's going to try and mark these black orcs up with linemen is the best way to do it, these line orcs. Because he's got cheap pieces tying up expensive pieces. Like this big bottom. So what he did was, so I looked at this. I'm going to pause it as soon as he's done smashing my line orcs. So what he did was, he's got 2 scoring, well, he's got 3 scoring threats, right? So both of these blitzers are 1 GFI away. And I counted all this out, because when you're doing a defense, you have to figure out who's in scoring position. Like, I could have done a crazy 3+ dodge into a 1 die, and if that had worked, that would have ended it, but I don't have any rerolls. I could also wizard that guy, and that'd probably end it. But the real threat is just these 2 guys are 1 GFI away, and this guy here is 2 GFIs away. So what I really want to do is take these 2 guys, and then I want to smash one of them, and then line up as many guys right here as possible, and then hopefully I want a guard right here so I can hit 2-die that guy. And then with that guard piece, I'm probably going to 2-die this guy, and then just guard this guy. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But these are the 2 scoring threats because they only have to do 1 GFI. This guy is at an emergency scoring threat. But if I put a guard here, I should be able to knock him backwards, and he'll be out of range. Stand up that guy because I'm not going to do that crazy blitz. This is so I can get an assist. I think I'm going to hit this guy. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the strength 4 guy because I'm more worried about him. And then I did a little differently. So what I did was I put the guard here. an assist here, so this guy can come through and he can 2-die the stand firm dude, and then I still have guard on this guy. And then I'm going to leave this guy to score. Go through. I really need to knock him down. I don't want a 9, so that's bad. I'm going to reroll. Let's knock this guy down at least. That's good. So he's out of range now. And I want to follow because A, I want guard right there, but B, I want to make sure these two guys are in as many tackle zones as possible so that it's going to be hard for him to clear these dudes. And I want it to be difficult for him to catch the ball. Knock that guy down. I pushed him there. I should have pushed him to the right. I don't know why I didn't. I also don't know why I didn't follow. Should have pushed him right and followed, but I didn't. This guy I'm going to push him to the left. I'm going to follow so he can't go there and get involved in the play. And I'm going to smash this dude and push him to the left. So now I have 5 guys defending 4, but really it's these 4 guys defending these 2. And I got guard right here, so it's not going to 2-die me. Opens up with the trip skulls. That eats his reroll. That is super fortunate for me. 1 die. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And there he goes. Now he's in 2-die there. So now he's doing another 1 die. So he got the triple skulls, but he just fucking got 2 pals on 1 die, which is really baller, especially with no reroll. Now he's going to go through. He's going to do a GFI, and he's going to try and hand to this guy. It's a 5+ handoff. It's a Hail Mary play because not only does he have to do that, then he's got to blitz his way out and then do a dodge. Ball bounces around, goes back to him. Gets another pal. With this, he's not going to score. So it's an effective 2-turn defense, even if it's a little scary. Alright, so I'm up 1-0 at halftime. Like I said, these games generally finish in 1-1 ties with Orcs. And especially since I don't know how the fuck I'm going to stop him. I do have that guy off, which is really nice. My black work stays out, so I'm going to be down a black work. Which means he's going to wear the same mighty blow, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 guard. I'm only going to have 3 guard. He's way stronger than me with his strength 6 and his strength 5 and his strength 4. He's just so strong. I'm not doing my cup defense because I don't have 4 black works. So I'm backing off a little bit because I kind of want him to commit to his side. And I'm not doing my 2 side-by-side cup defense because I don't want him to attack a side and leave the other side out. So in this particular defense, which is unusual for me with Orcs, is I want to control the middle hard because he outstrengths me, and I want him to pick a side, and then I want to cut that side off, kind of trap it. So that's why I'm playing hard at the middle. Now, he's strong enough, he couldn't just fucking bash me, but I backed off a little bit so that he has to make his intent known. And I have the wizard. The trick to using the wizard is usually you want to be able to recover it. I don't need to recover it and score with Orcs. You don't, because it's really hard. But what I need to do is just stop him from scoring. So I have to be patient on him. I don't want to be like, oh, there's an opportunity for him to get that ball. Let me wizard his ball carrier. I really want to save it for, oh my god, he's about to score. Let me zap his ball carrier. Sort of situation. So it's going to be difficult for him. No, that's not good. So I'm already down 1. I mean, but he's bigger than me, so there's not much I can do about it. The situation for him is he has to be wary of the wizard, which is going to make him be a little tepid. Where I had to be patient with the wizard and make sure I use it in the right spot. So this is kind of a mind game right now. He's just needs to leverage his strength. He's bigger, stronger. He's not faster, but bigger and stronger. So he's going to come through. He's going to hit my dirty player, which I don't think is a bad idea. I have a bribe, but I haven't fouled once this whole game. There hasn't really been an opportunity because I was down a piece early. I should have fouled that 1 line work in the very beginning. It's a big fault in this game. When you have a bribe and a dirty player and you don't use it, you're just wasting that inducement. So I wasted that whole inducement for the first half. Ideally, I would have fouled every turn, but the way he played, he was just super protective of his guys. So he hasn't committed to a side yet, so I don't want to either. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and hit that guy, knock him down. That's good. That's mighty blow. And then I'm getting involved right here. I kind of want to tie him up a little bit. Then I get 2-die here. It's a push. I can push my guy, which I think I'm going to do, yeah. Push my guy to the right. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to control this side, and then I'll make him go to the left. Like I said, he hasn't committed yet. So this is basically like a little L screen over here. Because I knocked this guy down, I'm like, well, this guy's knocked down from the wrestle. I have a little bit of an advantage, and I really have to leverage my advantages when I can. Gorkuk. I didn't see neither one of us stand there, guys. So it's going to be difficult to see who's who. Just gets a push, which is nice. The strength 6 fucking animal stands up with a square. This guy's going to get involved because he's got guard. Now all of a sudden my strength advantage is gone. He does a blitz there. Knocks up the lineman who just got pushed last turn. That's going to give him 2 die here on my strength 5 guy. Unfortunately, he 1 and 9s it. Then he's got a 1 die. He's going to come over here, so he gets 2 die in this black orc. And knocks him down, which is no good. So what I do like about this, though, even though I got knocked down, this is basically going to be us punching each other back and forth, is now his ball carrier comes to the right, which he did because he had an advantage. He's got his black orcs over here, he's got strength over here. He's kind of abandoning this guy. So what I wanted to do is I want to kind of cut these 2 guys off a little bit, and then with as few pieces as possible, and then kind of get over here and invest in the fight because he's going right. And then I have to be careful that he doesn't cut back on me the way I cut back on him. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to try and win this fight, even though I'm outguarded and outstrength. I'm going to go through. I get a 2 die in his strength 4, and I can knock him down, which is nice. But he's got to stand firm. Armor break is really huge there. That's a guard piece out. A strength 4 guard piece out. Then we'll hit this guy and knock him down. Now I'm feeling like I'm pretty strong right here. He's got 4 guys, but one of them is knocked out, or 5 guys, one of them's on his back. So 2 die from his strength 5. God, he's just so strong. What a team. And he comes through with his strength 6 to knock out my strength 5. And then he's going to push me back over here, which gets this guy out of position because I need him back for defense, right? So now he's all kinds of stuck in. And then he pushes him back. Like, he should have... And he pushes him back this way. I thought this was weird. I'd have pushed him with this guy and pushed him back this way, cut him out of this play. But... So now he's just getting you can see this is just 2 orcs. Two orcs smashing into each other, which is what you get in a game like this. I have this guy kind of cut off, which I like. He 1 and 9s. He has to reroll that because he's using alignment. It doesn't have block. So that looks bad, but I'm feeling okay about this, especially since this is just a push. He pushes his black work into the play. Because this guy's cut off, which means my advantage, or my disadvantage for being out of black work is kind of mitigated a little bit because this guy's over here. So what I did here was I was trying to figure out a way to knock down the strength 5 guy, or strength 6 guy. And I was like, well, I thought I had it figured out. And so I was going to knock this guy down. What I was going to do, I don't know what I was going to do. My thought was to get 2 die in this guy, but it didn't work. So I moved him back there. And now I'm going to hit this black orc, stand him up. Hit the black orc, knock him down. Now this black orc is effectively out of the play. I don't know why I followed there. I wish I had. And I go up and I hit this guard piece. This black orc guard piece. It's nice. Follow him up. And the reason I did that was I was trying to open this square up. I needed to push this guy away, so this assist wasn't canceled. That's why I did the 1 die reroll right there. So I could bring this guy in, and I thought I was going to get 2 die. Turns out, the best I could do was a 1 die. No, I took it. So I took it, and I knocked him down, so I got lucky there. Then I pushed these dead bodies back. And then I have another 1 die, which I take and get. I mean, his 1 dies were pretty good earlier in the game, too, so... So I knocked down his strength, and now I'm feeling pretty good about things. I'm going to bring him over here just to kind of defend the sideline because all of his guys are over here, and I got him kind of cut in. He doesn't have any other options. Like, if he goes left right now, I have position on the left, so he has to go right. He's got to stand these guys up and try to fight his way through this right, which is why I brought him over here. Now, my goal in the future is I want to bring this guard piece back over here also. Because he's not cutting back to the left at this point. So I won 1 round with a couple 1 dies, but now it's going to get bad. He's going to come through here. He needs to knock this guy down. And this looks like it's not a terrible spot for a wizard. Like I get 1, 2, 3, 4, and now another 1 and 9s again with his lineman. If I were him, I might have just taken that, but he does get the knockout on one of my fucking guard pieces. That's really bad. I don't have the guard, so I actually took the stun right there. You never see me ever Apo KOs, ever. But I absolutely had to have this guard on the pitch. And because we're both AV9 and he really only has 1 mighty blow on the pitch, I didn't feel like I was in danger of losing a piece. But if I was going to win this game, I absolutely had to have that guy. And actually, when I did it, he sent me a message. He's like, well played, man. But that would have been a huge knockout. So I appled him because that guy was crucial to this game. And I didn't feel like I was taking a lot of damage. Two AV9 teams, you're not going to hurt each other very much. So now I'm trying to establish this corner. I'm going to go through. I'm going to hit this guy here. The reason I'm doing that is I want this guy to be able to get over here. So you'll see I'll knock this black work away, knock him down, which is really nice. And that's really good. That guy is basically out of the game right now because he's going to be down a turn, and it's going to take a turn to get up, so he's out. He's basically out of the game. And I'm bringing this guard piece over because I'm like, he's going right. He can't go left at this point. He's got too many guys to the right. He can't fucking re-go. So my goal right here is I want to stop him into a spot where he has to pile up and I can do a wizard or do a fireball. Like he's gonna have to fucking beat me here and then establish position right here, and then I should be able to get a wizard. I'm like, well, his team is so strong and so good, and he's a great coach. I'm like, it's gonna be very difficult for me to win this game, but I have a chance because I've got the wizard because he's 250 higher than me. That if I can pile him up in a corner, then maybe I have a chance to do a fireball. And then it's just Nuff will take the wheel, right? As the fireball work, the fireball not work. So you can see it took him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns, but his strength advantage is really pushing me around right now. Strength and guard and everything going for him. So he's starting to establish position, but it's fine. I mean, it's as fine as it could be. This is probably best case scenario for me because I have all my guys over here. And that is the best I think I could ask for. Alright, so now it's my turn. I can see where he's going. This guy is kind of he's a scoring threat, which is weird. He's a fucking unskilled line hork, but he is definitely a scoring threat here. So I want to make sure that his turn is pushing me. And I want to make sure I hit this guy. I do have... Sorry, my wife is bing-bonging me. She's got a fucking disaster going on. So I go through and I hit this guy. I want to push him up because I want to make sure he doesn't get behind me. I want to. This guy's now stopping him from getting there. Take this one die. I could have re-rolled it, but I chose not to because there's 3 turns left or 4 turns left. I want to make sure I have my re-rolls. And he doesn't. These guys are still tied up. This guy is just an unskilled line orc. He's not really doing a whole lot. It was an optimistic play in the first place. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it. But now you can see he's stronger than me here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys against these 4 dudes. He's going to push me around. And he's gonna have to, and he's got to start getting down pitch. It's turn 14, so he's got to make a play soon. So he's gonna bring his guard in and push. He's gonna blitzer this way. He was gonna do a surf play. If he had just got a push, he could have just surfed that guy, and then that would have really been fucked. It was a knockdown. He can't afford to re-roll it. And now he's gonna set up a screen, kind of like I did. The same kind of thing. He made himself a little hole down here, but he took a strength advantage. But I think I played it well enough to where I put enough guys in here and took him long enough that he didn't get the breakaway chance. He's going to come through, he's going to guard that piece, and now he's got to bring his ball carrier down, right? He could have held that ball carrier up from one more position, but he's not that fast. So now he's in scoring position. And I'm looking at it, and as I'm looking at it, he's going to do one more play. I'm like, I think this is the wizard, right? He's behind me, and this guy is tied up. If I could have gotten this guy over here, I might have held on to it for one more turn. 2, 4, 6. So it's 1 GFI away. And now the question is, what do I want to do with my wizard after he does this little play up here? I had a couple options. If this guy wasn't here, man, it would have been so great. I could have just fucking wizarded this dude, move this guy down into here, and then come through here with the GFI and 2-die with the fucking Mighty Blue guy. But this guy really caused me a problem. I'm kind of sad I put him there. So that's one option. I could do the dodge. I could wizard this guy, bring this dude down, and then do the 4+ dodge into the 2+ GFI. That seems pretty risky. I don't know that I have a great play. I could wizard... I could fireball up here, now free up this black orc to do a dice. Or I could just fireball these 3 guys. The danger of the fireball here is if I don't get this dude or this dude, like one of these 2 guys, then I'm in trouble. He's going to score at that point because I can't stop him. So I didn't really want to fireball, but it's like, well, if I blizzard this guy, I can't stop any of these dudes. I can't. Like if I wizard this, if I lightning bolt this guy, He just knocks me down here and then picks up the ball with his sure hands, guys, and scores on turn 16. If I wizard this guy, it's a 1-die to win the game, which seems kind of dicey. So I'm going to probably do the fireball, I think. And I thought long and hard about it, like a 3-minute turn. He's just trying to get that guy down here in position. Thought long and hard about it, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it, we're going to fireball. Took me like 2.5 minutes to figure this out. Here it comes. Boom! Let's see what we get. Get the front guy off, which is nice. Injury, which is okay. It doesn't really matter too much. Is it permanent? Nope. And the ball carrier. So I had to get one of these two guys, which the fireball had to do, and I got the ball carrier, which is nice. So now it's a matter of, can I free somebody up to get down to this guy? I want to knock this guy out and go pick up the ball with my sure hands too. That did not work the way I wanted it to. I'm going to go through, I'm going to hit the sure hands. Boom. I'm going to have to use that reroll because I got to clear that guy if I'm going to get the ball. Otherwise, he's just going to pick it up and score. Get the injury, which is gratuitous, and I will take it. Now I'm starting to feel pretty good about things, but this game is far from over. I'm going to knock this guy out of the way so my sure hands can go up here and pick up the ball. But we are far from over, but I'm feeling good. I go through, pick up the ball, and I'm going to go and I'm going to hide behind this dude. The reason I put him there was if he wants to dodge, he has to dodge it this way. He can't just dodge into me. And these guys are hopefully locked up. And I tried to do a dodge right there. I tried to dodge him down into here, but of course it didn't work. It's 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus was that play with no reroll. I kind of wish I moved this guy back here. But I wanted him next to this guy for protection. But you're going to see, he does a fucking great play. So it goes through, he's going to lock up my strength 5 guy. And this is his unskilled lineman who does a push on this guy. And as soon as I saw that push, I was like, man, that's a great play because this guy can just fucking 2-die into me. as soon as he clears this guy, which he does, it's an easy 2-die, and here it comes, the strength 5. I was like, man, that's a great play on his part. Which you expect from the number one orc coach, right? He's number 9 overall at the moment. Ball bounces around a little bit, gets the knockdown, and then it goes into a pretty good spot. I got one guy there, one guy there. Now, I'm not worried about picking the ball up. He's only got 1 turn, so you got to know your situation right now. He's got 1 turn to score. This guy is 2, 4, 6, so he's a GFI away. This guy is also a GFI away. This guy's 2 GFIs away. So these are the scoring threats of these 3 guys, right? Most likely this cat. What I'm trying to do, and then also this guy's emergency, what I'm trying to do is make sure, I'm not trying to pick up the ball. I'm just trying to make sure I got bodies on the ball, and I'm making it as difficult as possible for these 2 guys to get through. I want to knock at least one of them down, and I want to just surround the ball. Knock that guy down, the 1-die, and then bring guard piece. A guard piece right there, which let me hit this dude. It also puts another body on the ball. We'll knock that guy back. And we get an armor break, which is super gratuitous. Now I'm feeling good. Now I'm feeling really confident about this. Now I bring him, so I have another. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on the ball, and then this guy's tied up. 1-die skull, re-roll it, because, I mean, this is the whole game is right here. Push him next to his guy, which isn't too bad, but gives me 2-die again, so I can push him away. And then it's probably just throw a couple blocks and do a dodge or 2. Do the 1-die, get the pow, boom. See ya. Try to do a gratuitous dodge. This is the best I could do. Like I said, I wasn't trying to pick up the ball. I was just trying to make it as hard as possible. I was like, this is the best I got. He's like, it's pretty good. He's actually pretty cool, dude. We didn't talk a lot, but at the end, as the game started finishing up, we were chatting a little bit. He scatters the ball, which is exactly what I do. It goes right to his black work, which he needs to catch it, but he doesn't. Can't spend a reroll there. And then it goes to my guy, but I was like, oh, it's over, but he hasn't blitzed yet. So he's going to go through. He's going to 2-die that guy, use his reroll, and then just get to push. But it's still not over because he's going to push me onto a strength 5. He needs to knock him down and hope for a good bounce because he's down to 2 guys that can score the ball. Hits him. Pushes him back. And the ball goes to my guy who does not catch it. And now it's really not in a good spot. He's got to clear it. He's got to get this guy to go through. One of these guys to go through. KO's good. Probably this guy to dodge. Pick it up. And then throw it to this guy in a Hail Mary play. Fails to dodge. Reroll is over. So that is the game. I might hit 1 or 2 more things. But this was a fucking hell of a game. And we'll go over the stats in a minute, but his team is so big and strong. You can see why he's the number 1 elf orc coach. This puts him. He was 9. I think it pushed him down to like 20 to 12 or something like that. No. 14 or 15. Still number one orc coach. We'll show his standings for him too. But this one's over. What a game, man. The Wizards a huge advantage in this matchup, but as you can see, his team is so big and strong. He had more removals than me, but I had 2 that were permanent, so that's good. And of course, my dirty player gets the armor break. I guess the level. So I only had 5 armor breaks in the whole game, but I got 2 casts out of him. He had 8 armor. He hit me 61 times to 59 times. I mean, you have 2 bash teams going at it. 110 blocks is not unusual. Um, he had 4 KOs, so he had 4 KOs, and I had 3. I had more Mighty Blow on the pitch most of the game, so that's not too bad. I don't think this is bad at all. I got a little lucky with the injuries. We don't need to really go his last rolls too much. Top Wood Elf team, most of these ones are his armor. So you can see I only broke armor 20% of the time. Going forward, it's 8 and 3. I actually didn't go over these before. There's that. He rolled. That's about even. Mine's a little bit more pals, which is nice. And then I only broke his armor 19% of the time. Nice. My dodges were bad. Injuries were... I only got injured once, I guess. Going forwards were really bad. Well, I mean, one more than it should have been, I guess. Yeah, so that's the dice. I don't feel like the dice were heavily favored one way or the other. I think it was a pretty close game. But we'll go over the... We'll go over the fucking champion ladder real quick and show you where he's at. He was number 9, where this guy is, Bright. But now he is number 15, 22, 4, and 6. So that was it, man. Taking the top orc coach. I don't know if there's anybody else next to him. Life for a while. I'm up to 32, which is pretty good. I don't intend to be really super competitive with this team, but I'm having fun with them. You can see Ducky and Anarian, 2 Wood Elf. Every Anarian team is called Sabres of Athel Lorien, so Ducky's kind of making fun of him with the interns of Athel Lorien. 2 really fucking awesome coaches. They'll both go in the playoffs. And then Ducky's down here with Skaven. He can go with the Skaven team if he likes them instead. Ducky is the best coach in the game. It's not even a question. 90s cartoons. Monkey Man is a pretty decent Dark Elf coach. His team is 24-4. You can see he's really playing them. I have a Dark Elf team too. They're 9-3 and 3. This is the battle. Andy Davo down here with Nurgle. And then Dwarf. So anyway, I just wanted to show that game. You don't see a lot of Orc Mirrors on my channel. You don't see a lot of CCL, but it seemed like it was going to be a fun time and a good match to cast, and there was a lot of intense shit. I do have a game coming up right now, actually. I'm going to be playing my BC2 game. I'm not casting my BC2 games this season because I'm a 1500 Nurgle team and in a division full of fresh rolls. So it's not really very fun. It's not fun to play. It's not fun to cast. You see, I'm 1580 playing against a 13 or 940 chaos. It has not been a fun season. Like when you're just overmatching people, you're not really having a good time. So I haven't been casting it. This is what the team looks like right now, though. I'm kind of having fun with them because like fuck it, why not? I don't have any claw or I don't even one mighty blow, but I got doubles, which I usually skip. I went fucking leap because I'm gonna make him wrestle and then very long legs. He'll be a war dancer who fucking lifts at strength 4, and that'll be fun. So thanks for watching, guys. See ya.